Jelly Roll is collaborating with the lawyer who imprisoned him. In addition, he is providing him money. Fans want to know why this is taking place. But he has a good cause for doing this and a nice heart. Jelly Roll's admirers adore him and his character. As a child, he has experienced a lot. But what his followers adore most about him is that he has improved himself. To learn more about this circumstance, continue reading. Life did not get off to a good start for Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll did not have a good start in life. He started using drugs when he was a teenager. In the end, this resulted in him dealing too. He was imprisoned, but this was a life-altering event for him. He came to the realization that he wanted to improve while incarcerated. He therefore made amends and began to work toward a better life. He also met Bunny XO, his wife. She paid for his belongings and provided for him. The favor was reciprocated, and he can now do the same for her. Because of their obvious affection, Bunny XO and Jelly Roll are a fan-favorite couple. He works with the lawyer who put him in jail and gives him money. Jelly Roll is collaborating with the lawyer who imprisoned him. Todd founded a company that assisted at-risk youth in completing their high school education and preparing them for employment in the workforce. This is incredible. Jelly Roll is assisting with this, though. He is donating the charity his earnings from performances at the Grand Ole Opry through September 2026. I wanted to collaborate with you guys because, as you can imagine, many of those kids have no idea what is possible. I'm totally on board. To help raise money and make it our cause, we will perform as many shows as we can. Jelly Roll is aware that his life was ultimately saved by going to prison. He therefore wishes to give back and assist children who might find themselves in a similar situation to his own. The lawyer who put him in jail seemed to have laid a solid foundation. Jelly Roll wishes to lend support to this cause. As a result, he will donate the proceeds from his shows at the Grand Ole Opry from now until September 2026. Fans adore that he is doing something for the kids, and this is incredible. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's great that he is doing this? Jelly Roll's story has always been one of contradictions, tragedy wrapped in triumph, darkness braided with redemption. Fans know him as the tattooed country rap king who rose from Nashville's rough streets to Grammy stages, but few could have predicted the twist that emerged this week. In a surprising and deeply human turn, Jelly Roll revealed he has teamed up with the very attorney who once helped send him to prison, and now, instead of bars, the two men are building bridges. What began as an uneasy reunion in a Nashville courthouse hallway has become one of the most unexpected partnerships in the music world. And as always with Jelly Roll, there's a story behind it. A past written in courtrooms. Before he was packing arenas and collaborating with megastars, Jelly Roll, born Jason D. Ford, was a teenager lost in the system. Arrested multiple times for drug charges, his youth was carved up by probation hearings, plea deals, and cell doors. One of those hearings was handled by attorney-turned-prosecutor Martin Hensley, a sharp-tongued man known for his strict stance on narcotics crimes in Davidson County. For young Jason, Hensley was the enemy. He remembers the day vividly. I was standing there in shackles, looking at this man in a suit who was basically telling the judge that people like me didn't deserve another chance. Jelly Roll told an audience at a recent benefit concert. Back then, I thought he ruined my life. But the truth is, I ruined my own. Hensley's recommendation landed Jelly Roll with a sentence that many would call harsh. But years later, Jelly Roll admits it was the moment that forced him to wake up. Prison was the end of me, but also the start of me, he has said. A chance encounter. Fast forward 2 decades. Jelly Roll was back at the courthouse, not as a defendant, but as a donor, pledging funds to expand rehabilitation programs for youth offenders. It was there he crossed paths with Hensley, now semi-retired, but volunteering his time on criminal justice reform panels. Witnesses say the air in the room shifted when they locked eyes. Hensley extended his hand first. You probably don't want to shake this one, he joked, half ashamed, half proud. Jelly Roll stunned him by gripping it firmly. Nah, brother. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. That handshake marked the beginning of a partnership no one saw coming. Working together for redemption. Today, Jelly Roll and Hensley are working side by side on a project to reform juvenile sentencing laws in Tennessee. Jelly Roll is pouring in financial support, while Hensley is offering legal expertise and his reputation to push the initiative forward. The project is ambitious, funding scholarships for kids who have completed rehab programs, establishing transitional housing, and lobbying for laws that give judges more discretion in sentencing nonviolent drug offenders. For Jelly Roll, the partnership is more than symbolic. He announced a $250,000 donation to kickstart the foundation, much of it coming from his touring revenue. Fans were shocked when he admitted that the first check was handed directly to Hensley. Imagine writing a check to the man who helped put you in prison, Jelly Roll laughed in an interview. That's either a bad country song or the craziest full-circle moment of my life. The attorney's perspective. For Hensley, the collaboration has been just as eye-opening. He admitted publicly that his tough on-crime approach in the late 1990s may have done more harm than good. We thought locking them up was saving the community, Hensley said during a joint press conference with Jelly Roll. But in many cases, we were breaking young men before they had a chance to heal. Jason proved that people can turn it around if given the right tools. I see now that maybe I should have fought harder for those tools instead of harsher sentences. He paused before adding, and now here I am, standing next to the same young man I once tried to bury under time. Life has a way of humbling you. Fans react. The revelation set social media ablaze. On TikTok, clips of Jelly Roll and Hensley standing together at the Nashville courthouse went viral. Fans flooded the comments. Only Jelly Roll would hug the guy who locked him up. That's next-level forgiveness. This is what real change looks like, turning pain into progress. Man, Jelly Roll just keeps proving why he's one of the most authentic artists out there. Others were more skeptical, questioning whether Hensley's public shift was genuine or a bid for redemption of his own. But Jelly Roll brushed off the cynicism. I don't care what his reasons are, he told Rolling Stone. All I know is we're getting stuff done. And if two people with our history can work together, then anybody can. Giving back where it hurts most. The first fruits of the partnership are already visible. This fall, Nashville will see the launch of the Second Chances Youth Center, partially funded by Jelly Roll's donation and overseen by a legal advisory board led by Hensley. The center will provide counseling, mentorship programs, and job training for teens caught up in the justice system. Jelly Roll has promised to perform at the grand opening, free of charge, and hinted at bringing a few superstar friends along. If one kid doesn't have to go through what I went through, then it's worth every penny, he said. A full-circle redemption. The irony of it all isn't lost on Jelly Roll. He often tells audiences during his concerts about the days he spent scribbling rap verses on the back of court documents, dreaming of a life outside the walls. Now he's not only free but giving money back into the same system that once crushed him, reshaping it with compassion rather than punishment. The truth is, I don't hate my past anymore, he told fans in Dallas last month. I've learned to love it because it's the only reason I'm standing here today. And maybe, just maybe, it's the reason I was put here, to show what forgiveness looks like in real time. More than music for Jelly Roll, this isn't just about politics or public image, it's personal. His own daughter, Bailey, once asked him if he was proud of the man he used to be. He admitted he wasn't, but that he was proud of the man he became. I told her, "Baby, we don't run from our story. We write a new ending," Jelly Roll shared in an emotional Instagram video. And in a strange twist of fate, That new ending involves the very man who once tried to slam the book shut on him. Conclusion. The story of Jelly Roll and Martin Hensley is more than a headline. It's a lesson in grace, transformation, and the strange poetry of life. What began as a courtroom battle ended as a collaboration to rewrite the system itself. In a world quick to cancel and condemn, Jelly Roll's act of forgiveness and his decision to invest money into building something better proves that redemption isn't just a song lyric, it's a choice.